Hello everyone, my name is Jelaine. I am a senior chemistry major and I had the honor to have worked with Young Moms Marin for 2 years. For those of you who are not familiar with Young Moms Marin, it is a resource and support group for teen and young mothers. And being there for as long as I have, I think that I've had such a unique experience. Being able to see the change and the growth of each of these moms and how the dynamics as a whole. With any kind of group, there's always, the challenges you have to face together. And one of them is, the main one that I had actually noticed is kind of being alone. And I know we've all, you always have those moments where you're just like, I'm so lonely, I don't have anyone to talk to. And in Young Moms, they're trying to kind of break that barrier. Because a lot of these women had children as young as 13, it's in a way very isolating. There's a stigma against young mothers, and they themselves are both physically isolated from their community, but also they're mentally isolated, feeling like they don't have anyone to talk to. So this group was created to kind of break that. I'll just tell you a few stories of some of the moms, and I've changed their names. One mom who I've had the opportunity this semester to work with very closely, she is 23 years old. Her name's Carol and has 2 kids. One is 5 years old, so she had her around 16 or 17. And she just had she has a 6-month-old, so she had just had her kid this summer. And since she's a single mom, she has to take care of them all on her own. And having worked with her individually, it's interesting to see how hard it is to take care of them. And just having the opportunity to just be there and support her was a very something I'm very grateful to be a part of. And so with the Young Moms group, besides creating this kind of group of other young moms where they can communicate with and help each other out there, they're also teaching them skills where they can reintegrate themselves into the community so they are less isolated. Recently they've started this kind of movement within their group where they created leadership positions, like my favorite one, they call it the social media queen. And they're really focusing a lot more on working with the other people in the community. Recently they had gotten a grant so that they can do more for each other and outreach with everyone else. So it was really cool. It was really cool to see how much they have all grown individually and together. And what they really taught me within these 2 years was that there are, in terms of forgiveness, there are a lot of different ways people show that they've forgiven you, which sounds weird because sometimes it sounds like, we all interpret forgiveness in different ways. And sometimes we can take that forgiveness as almost harsh, but in the end it's still forgiveness. And even when we take it as harsh, it can hurt. You can have some kind of scar mentally, but in the end, it's more part of the experience. And just being able to have those feelings is already beautiful as it is, and it made me realize that there's a lot more to life than just being happy, and to be able to view this experience and the world as, which is a quote that I had learned from one of my readings, is treating life like dark chocolate. It's a little bitter, but it's very bold, but it's also wrapped in this kind of sweetness to it. And that's how that's what Young Moms has taught me, in embracing the hardships with some compassion. Thank you.